And let's see how we did last week. Pete Prisco, 4 games above 500 for the season, 4 games ahead of Brady Quinn with a 10-7 week last week. And look at Pete's best bets, 2-0. And the great pick last week, just riding the trend of the Jags taking down the Colts.
Well, he's the mayor of Jacksonville.
Yeah, but that was an easy pick.
Was it?
Really easy.
Okay.
Really easy. Who'd you
So
have?
you thought they'd be leading the top of the AFC
Who'd
South?
you have? Was that one of your 10
My
losses?
best bet was over after Thursday
Oh,
night.
was Indianapolis one of your 10 losses?
It was.
Okay.
Yeah.
I just got checked.
He's been hot. I mean, bottom line is he's got a winning record now. He's done well. But you don't win after 2 weeks in the NFL.
True.
I'm not sure if Pete
I'm due for a bad week.
That's Pete Prisco and Brady Quinn. I'm Chris Hassel. Let's get to it, starting with the Thursday nighter. The Browns, 4.5-point favorites at home against the Steelers. One of those really low totals of 38.5. Not going to see many points.
No, you're not. It's almost like the books are begging you to take the over on some of these because we've hit so many unders, as you just talked about a minute ago. Pete, this is the tough thing for me. I'm trying to figure out what the identity of these teams are at this point. You go back and you look at Cleveland's loss. There was 2,229 games where teams have led by 13 points or more under 2 minutes, and they've won. Cleveland's the first team to do it since the Cleveland Browns back in Week 9 of 2000, okay? I don't know whether to look at that and say that's the Cleveland Browns are a team that should be 2-0 right now. They should have won. They're going in with home field advantage on a short week, and they should be able to cover the spread. Or if I should be looking at a Pittsburgh Steelers team that's having a hard time throwing the football and creating much offense of their own. I think these two teams aren't that far apart. I'm going to take the 4.5 points here in the Steelers. I hate to admit that. I do think the Browns win this game, but I think it's a 3-point game. I think it's a low-scoring 3-point game. But when I say low-scoring, enough to hit over 38.5 points. I mean, come on, that's ridiculous.
That's low in the NFL.
That's ridiculous.
If Nick Chubb had gone down, they win the game. It's really simple. It's a simple thing.
Come on.
It's a simple
if
thing.
the defense gets a stop,
Brady, the
you're
only
going to blow coverage and let them off the hook?
The only chance
Or if you recover an
the
onside.
Jets had.
Or recover an onside.
The only chance
Cade York
the
makes a
Jets
PAT.
had. It doesn't. That's
Some guy
all.
doesn't hit Jimmy Haslam with a bottle, that's banned now.
Here you go. If he goes down, the game's over.
I don't disagree with that.
So then what are you trying to say?
I'm
then?
saying you can't let the defense off the hook either.
I'm not letting anybody off the hook.
You're letting them
I'm
off the
letting
hook.
The strategy's to
Sure.
blame. Go down.
You know what the problem
win.
is? No one told Nick Chubb in the huddle, did they?
No.
It was reported and talked about this past week. So that's on Kevin Stefanski.
Correct.
It's on his staff. That's on Jacoby
Correct.
Brissett. He's playing
Correct.
football.
Go down.
Everyone's to blame, though.
I agree.
Nick Chubb
But
can
there were
take the
people
blame,
that
but
say,
it's also
oh,
the
they had
defense.
you take a 14-point lead or whatever. You don't. You go down.
2,229 times.
I don't care. You go down, and the number would still be getting higher. That was a bad decision. I'm going to take Pittsburgh as well. I think the number's bloated. I think Cleveland will win the game, but I think this number's way too high. How much longer does Mitch Trubisky have? That's the question in Pittsburgh.
Can I say this in defense of Mitch Trubisky?
Of course, you're going to defend a quarterback.
No, because this is a Matt Canada problem.
I agree.
Before Mitch Trubisky got there, everyone wants to talk about their yards per attempt or net yards per attempt, right? All those metrics to look at a short passing game. Go look at last year when Mitch Trubisky was riding the bench in Buffalo. Right. It was the same thing with Ben Roethlisberger, and it wasn't his age. Go back and look through the previous. It's been 5 years.
I agree.
Since the Pittsburgh Steelers have had a net yards per attempt in the top 10. 5 years. Randy Fittner was the play caller. This is a Matt Canada problem.
I agree.
He's got to do a better job of pushing the ball down the field.
But how much longer does Mitch Trubisky have?
I don't know. I mean, Kenny Pickett's a hometown favorite, a first-round pick, maybe a game or two.
If
they lose this bad?
If they lose this one bad, which they're not going to do because Cleveland's not that good, particularly on defense they're not that good, which is a surprise. If they lose this game or lose this game badly, then I think, one more game and then you're out.
Do you want a sports network that delivers everything that matters about the game? The highlights, the picks, the instant analysis, no yelling, no fake debates, no politics. Hit the subscribe button and never miss a moment.